Man accused of shooting and killing a DeKalb County store clerk and injuring a reserve sheriff's deputy is scheduled to appear in court. Meanwhile, the loved ones of the victim are mourning. Joe Ripley joins us live right now from Big Bear Supermarket in Decatur. And Joe, it's not if Tucker will actually, it's not clear if Tucker will actually be able to make this court date, right?
That's right, Francesca. So Victor Lee Tucker Jr. is still in the hospital this morning. If released, he is scheduled to have his first court appearance this afternoon at 1 o'clock. Police say he is the man who walked into Big Bear grocery store here in South DeKalb County and shot a cashier as well as a reserve deputy with DeKalb County. Tucker charged now with malice murder as well as aggravated assault in the shooting. And Tucker's no stranger to the criminal justice system here in DeKalb County. Court records show he's been arrested at least 8 times since 2007 with charges ranging from reckless conduct to battery. He's been sentenced to probation, anger management classes, psychiatric treatment, as well as parenting classes over those years. And now he could face some serious prison time if convicted in the shooting at grocery store cashier Laquita Willis.
Even though she's deceased, she's going home to be with the Lord and hoping something get done about it, because there's too many people dying from gunshot wounds, and that's just like every day. That's not just, that's here in Georgia in general.
Well, this woman speaking with us last night when workers held a private vigil here at Big Bear grocery store to honor Willis. The cashier was shot and killed Monday after authorities say she asked Tucker to adjust his face mask. DeKalb County Reserve Deputy Danny Jordan would intervene in the situation. He ended up in the hospital, shot twice after exchanging gunfire with Tucker. We mentioned the private vigil last night. Tonight, there will be a public vigil at 7 o'clock here at Big Bear grocery store. And we will also bring you those latest developments as Tucker is expected again to make his first court appearance today at 1 o'clock.
Joe, thank you so much. Thank you so much.